and Dave Daily right here on the Muskegon Channel. I'm Andy O'Reilly. Dave Cackley is over there. It is a Friday. Wow.
Yes.
Made it to a Friday.
Finally.
We missed the big icemageddon thing that we were supposed to get from what I can tell. And were there school closings and stuff today?
I think there were mostly to the south and to the east. But it was I got in early this morning because I was afraid to get caught in the ice, and it wasn't too bad. But I drive like I've said before, like an 80-year-old Asian woman with cataracts.
Yeah.
So very very slow, very careful. What? Yeah,
you
exactly.
got the car too. Cindy rolled the dice last night.
Yeah.
She has a school function today over in Davenport, I think.
Uh-huh.
And I had a meeting to go to last night, so I was out a little later. But I came home and she was still up. She was watching that Tanya Harding thing.
Oh yeah, how was that?
What you'd expect? I mean, I hate to coin a phrase, but it's 1994. How long can you beat this dead horse over this story?
I mean, do people even remember the whole Tanya Harding and what's her face?
I
can't even remember who she paid to. Yeah, people our age do, but most people don't remember the overrated looking chick who got her knees broken. I remember Jeff Gillooly.
I like Nancy Kerrigan. I thought she was
Nancy
a good
Kerrigan.
skater.
There we go.
Yeah.
She was all right. Yeah, she wasn't. I don't know.
But
I don't know.
I tell you what, that Tanya Harding, what a mess of a life she had.
Oh, she's a mess.
She's
a complete mess.
I mean, from the looks of things, from the last time that they did a sit down with Tanya Harding or Inside Edition caught up with her, whatever she was up to or whatever, she's turned things around a little bit.
Yeah,
she seems a little bit more on task. But
right. I just saw video. I didn't really hear anything.
Yeah. Once she went to bed, I shut it off. All right, enough of this.
Didn't have the DVR set to capture that.
No, we didn't. I said, do you want me to record the end of this so you can see the last of it? She's like, no. I'm like, fine, good. I watched the show on the Alps.
On the how was that?
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I watch it a couple times a week.
Mountain. Huh? Nice mountain range. Says it's a beautiful mountain
really
range.
Nice. It's really relaxing to watch, and it's.
Yeah.
I'm not. As I've gotten older, I've turned into I'm a television programmer's worst nightmare.
I feel the same way.
You know what I mean? It's like I'm not watching that, and I venture off to seriously alternative programming. Do
you know what I've become semi-obsessed with?
What's
that? The American Heroes channel, I think it's called AMH or AMCH. I'm not really sure.
AMC, yeah.
But they're not AMC, not American Movie Classics, the American Heroes channel, which is
AHC.
I have on my DirecTV. And they're always doing something on Hitler.
Always.
Or something on the Nazis. That stuff is fascinating to me, just to see the evolution of evil, how that happens. And I heard this personality psychologist, brilliant guy named Jordan Peterson, talking about you have to be able to understand that mindset in order to understand yourself. Because if you were put in that position in the 1930s, the odds are much greater that you would have been part of that than part of the resistance.
Yeah.
You have to be able to understand your own capacity for evil.
And you got to think, too, that if you weren't part of that back then, you were probably going to go to the jail or get shot.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's chilling to watch some of that stuff, but it's one of those, it's almost like you just can't look away.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I like that old stuff. I like documentaries. I like old newsreels. I like, network television.
Anything where you're watching. Yeah. I found that when I'm watching people and you see old footage and you're thinking, wow, all of these people are way long dead. And it does give you a little bit of perspective on stuff.
And then I go a step further than that. You see people in these old footage and stuff like that. You wonder, is this the only thing that there is to prove that they were ever here? This little snippet of footage. That's and then you start to wonder, and then, there's some things that I repeat view a lot.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And then you start
I'm
to
the same
wonder
way.
about individuals that are in it. Like, there's some actors and actresses that were way
Yeah.
back in the day. You wonder, what was their daily life like?
Yeah.
What was it like to be them?
I found out something real. This is kind of on that, uh, kind of part of that, incredibly amazing the other day. John Tyler, our 10th president,
Yeah.
he has two grandsons that are still living.
Yeah. Who wrote about that the other day? It
I
was,
saw that the other day. Like they're in there. One was born in 1924, the other was in 28, because he had a son
yeah.
when he was like 60, either 63 or 68, and then his son had these two kids when he was like in his 70s.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's amazing
Yeah.
to
Bill
think how
Steffen
that's
wrote
even
about
possible.
that. Bill Steffen wrote about that the other day.
Yeah.
Oh.
Man.
So you're creeping on Bill Steffen's page, huh?
No, it wasn't Bill Stebbins, but I just saw that he must have. I
Okay.
can't remember. I saw that on Twitter the other day. So
Hmm.
that's one of the good things Twitter's for.
There you go.
You can find out historical facts about the grandsons of presidents.
All right,
Amazing.
enough of us. Let's talk about some news.
All right, let's get into it. President Trump coming under fire for comments made during immigration negotiations with lawmakers at the White House. Democratic Representative Cedric Richmond from Louisiana said Trump lamenting about shithole countries during these meetings are yet another confirmation of his racially insensitive and ignorant views. He also claimed it reinforces concerns that the president's slogan, Make America Great Again, is really code for Make America White Again. That's a stretch. But I mean, here's the problem. Okay, when it comes to Haitian refugees or Haitian immigrants, I shouldn't say refugees, immigrants. We should want to try to give some of these people an opportunity here. We really should. Absolutely. However, on the flip side, the countries that they're coming, that the government is a shithole. That is true. The Haitian government is one of the most corrupt, horrible. I mean, it's atrocious. That's why people are trying to leave there. It's like why people are trying to leave some of these other countries. Now, should he use the term shithole? No, I don't think so. But are people overreacting to this? Yeah, they're kind of overreacting. What say you?
I was left speechless with the comment.
Okay.
There is a level of diplomacy that needs to be shown through that office. There is a level of compassion for others that needs to be shown through that office. That is a reflection of everybody in the United States. That no matter who you are or why you were elected, you are a representative of the American people as the president. You have to realize that what we are and who we are and what we stand for is that's what those people want to come here for. They want to get away from that kind of stuff. You can't be that guy and be Donald Trump. You know what I mean?
You've
got to be a little more diplomatic. He's just a buffoon.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
He's an embarrassment. They've got this embassy opening in England. They got this new London, UK embassy opening up. He's not going because of the protests they're afraid of. That's what this has come down to for the United States. Dude,
I think this is also one of those
national embarrassment.
Well, this was also one of those things I believe that was said behind closed doors, and it got out that he said this. It wasn't like he said this in public. A lot of things are said, but Lyndon Johnson said a lot of stuff behind closed doors that has since gotten out that was way more volatile than this.
This is
granted different time, exactly different time, different place, a different era. But at the same time, I think we do need to separate. And I'm not, once again, I always feel like I'm trying to do these mental gymnastics, not necessarily trying to defend him, but to play devil's advocate and say, what you say about a country is not necessarily the people. Once again, calling Haiti a shithole isn't something a lot of people would necessarily disagree with. Now, if you're talking about the people, these are people that are victims of this incredibly oppressive, horrific government down there. So that's the issue.
Okay,
and then him being clumsy with the language is just
But
I
you
mean,
know
that's
he
part of
wasn't
who he is.
clumsy with the language. You know he's
No,
directing
he was
that at the
referring to
people that are
no.
coming from there because he doesn't know any better.
Do you think he was talking about the people of
Yeah,
Haiti, or do you think
I
he was
really do.
talking about the government?
Yeah,
See, you and I just have two different.
because
See
he
how
threw
two
in why can't they come from Denmark?
or no, it wasn't Denmark. It was Norway,
Whatever.
which is
You
well.
know
Look,
what I mean? Had he not followed it up with that Norway comment, it,
well, he, you know what he could have said? He could have said India. We have the number two. I believe it's the number of people who immigrate from other countries. The second most, I believe, is India, and those people do extraordinarily well here and are elevating this country financially, culturally, and other ways. I mean, the average Indian immigrant or immigrant from India makes about 30 grand a year more than the average um, born and bred American family.
I'm just
Same
here to
with
say that
Asian Americans, people coming over from China. They do a lot better here. So what you're saying is okay. When we have Haitian immigrants coming over, and I'm for bringing these people over, giving them an opportunity. But initially, who are they competing with? I've said this before to people when it comes to immigration, and this never seems to get talked about that much. Who are they competing with for jobs? They're competing with poor Americans. They're competing with poor Hispanics. They're competing with poor Black people and poor white people. And just poor people in general here. So the people who have I think the biggest concern, really, whether they voice it or not, are those individuals who are on the lower end of the the socioeconomic ladder. So that is something you got to think about when you're thinking about bringing people over from some of these impoverished countries. You know,
next story.
All right. What else going on? Walmart, the world's largest private employer, is now boosting its starting salary for U.S. workers to $11 an hour, giving a one-time cash bonus of up to $1,000 to eligible employees, as well as expanding maternity and paternal leave benefits. Retailer says the new compensation and benefits will impact more than 1 million hourly workers in the U.S. The wage increase up from $9 an hour comes into play next month. Hopefully, it'll make people who work at Walmart look happier, because I don't like crapping on Walmart because it just seems to be the thing to do. Everybody does it. I prefer shopping at the Meijer. I just like it. I like the atmosphere there more. But it's good that they're doing this. I think that's a positive. I grew up in a family-owned business, small business. I'm the product of small business, so I don't like, it's always there's always that fear when Walmart comes in, especially some of these smaller communities. But I think overall it's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
And definitely giving people $11 an hour. I mean, that's for that for those jobs, that's decent.
And
That's pretty
then
good.
you got the part about 3 hours later they closed up a whole bunch of stores and fired a lot of other people.
Yeah.
You got that part
That
too.
will, yeah, but overall, I mean, people are working
Just so
$11. You are gonna have to. That's part of the deal.
So it's kind
You
of a
increase
wash.
wages for some. I wouldn't say it's a wash. Not for the people who went from a 9 to 11. $2 an hour raise. $2 an hour raise. That's a lot.
The people went from 9 to 11, then you got the people who went from 9 to nothing.
But once again, okay, this tells that other story. This tells that other story. Okay, you've got people coming in who's going to be competing for these jobs. These are decent jobs now. $11 an hour, not bad, not I don't know, livable is the right word. You're not going to be living in luxury, but you can get by on that. And Walmart workers who are competing with the influx immigrants too. It all kind of ties together.
Okay.
So, I mean, I left this out. Next month, February, is when we're supposed to see those tax cuts start kicking in. So I will let you know on my paycheck if I'm celebrating and going, that's it? That's all I'm getting?
I can't
That's
wait.
it?
I can't wait to hear.
I will give you my emotional update as far as my twice a month cash influx goes.
Counting the moments.
What else is going on? Skiing Lumberjacks back at LC Walker Arena this weekend. I know you're excited about this. Don't they got a Star Wars thing coming on?
Star Wars night tomorrow night.
Sweet. Anyway, they got back-to-back games against Green Bay. Muskegon's franchise record 7-game winning streak came to an end last Saturday in Dubuque, but the Jacks could be in second place in the Eastern Division with a pair of victories. So
It's going to be a tough weekend, though. Green Bay's number one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we got some work to do, but it should be a fun weekend at the LC Walker Arena. And you know what? Until the puck drops, beers are $2.
Awesome.
See?
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, everybody likes $2 beers.
Very cool. Very, very cool. So what are you going to be dressed as? I think I asked you this earlier this week. Are you going to be dressed as any Star Wars character?
As the slave of Jabba the Hutt outfit picked out?
Honestly, that would trend on Twitter.
Yeah,
you
wouldn't
do
that be great?
Get a photo, that will trend. That could break the internet. I'm telling you, do that. I would. And of course, the big game tomorrow, noon tip-off, Michigan State, Michigan. I went on TV. I said Sparty by 15. In fact, I will be wearing a Michigan shirt on Monday if Michigan happens to win on the TV.
Well.
So if Michigan wins, that's not happening. So this is a pretty easy bet for you. You've been mulling it over for a couple of days. What are you thinking? If you don't want to, if you're scared of Vern,
I'm not scared
I understand.
per se. I'm thinking more along the lines of. I mean, this is $40. I mean, that's a tank of gas.
Yeah, I know. It's a lot. We could go 20. We can go 10 if you want.
I want to give you a chance to win the whole thing back if I give you the chance.
Okay. Straight up. And I will put a check in. If you win, here's the thing. If you win, I will even write it. When we do our podcast on Monday, I will write a check out. I will show it to you, and it will go in the mail on Monday.
For $80.
For $80 if Michigan wins.
All right, I'll give you the bet.
All right, here we go.
All right, there you go.
It's
You're on for 40 for Michigan State.
Absolutely.
All right.
Looking forward to it. All right.
All right. Is that it then?
That's it. We're done.
Go have yourself a great weekend, and we will talk to you back here Monday.
See ya.